Hello and welcome to this video for Essential Math 40S students taking the Vehicle Finance Unit. This is looking at purchasing a used car and the total cost after tax. We actually took this question. This was not written by us. This came from the June 2015 provincial exam. And the reason we wanted to look at this question in a video was this table down here. This table was included on the exam to help students know what taxes are charged for certain purchases. So I'm just going to run through the table really quick and then we'll do the example. What this table is showing is when certain taxes are charged when you're buying a vehicle. So if you buy a brand new vehicle, you pay both taxes. If you're buying a used vehicle from a dealership, you pay PST on the greater of the book value or the purchase price, and I'll talk about that when we get to the example, and you pay GST if you're buying from a dealership. If you're buying privately, you go look at an ad in a newspaper or in Auto Trader or something like that, and you're just buying from a person, not a dealership, you still pay PST, but you don't pay GST. It's important to note that when you pay PST buying a used car, you don't pay it to the person you're buying the car from. You pay it at the time you go to insure your car at Manitoba Public Insurance. To get a safety on your car, which has to be done before you're allowed to purchase a used car, you have to show the safety when you take your paperwork in to get insurance. They don't charge PST on a safety, but they do charge GST. For materials and labor, and we looked at this in another video, for repairs, it's both taxes now. And for a lien search, which means just doing a quick search to make sure that nobody else has any claim on that car, that it's not unpaid for by somebody else and somebody's going to come and take your car away. To do a lien search, there's a cost, but there's no tax at all charged for a lien search. So let's look at the example. Desiree is purchasing a vehicle in Manitoba through a private sale. So a private sale, like I said, just means from a person, not a dealership, for $12,000. A lien search was done for $18. That's to make sure that nobody has any claim on that used car. The book value of the vehicle is listed as $13,500. Now what the book value is, there's a book that Manitoba Insurance keeps. It's got a big long name. People call it the Blue Book. This is what Manitoba Public Insurance thinks that this car is worth, whatever the car is. When you go in there, you can actually ask them, you can say, what is a 2004 Honda CR-V worth? And they look in the book and they'll give you a number. Desiree got a bit of a deal because she paid less than that. But when she's charged tax, she's going to have to pay tax on the book value, which is the higher amount. If she paid more, say she paid $15,000, she would pay tax on the $15,000. This is to avoid people writing up paperwork that says they bought a car for $1 and just paying tax on $1. This way you pay tax on whatever's higher, what you paid or what the book value is. She also has a safety check performed for $40. So they want the total cost of purchasing the vehicle. Well, first it's going to cost $12,000 for the vehicle itself. That's given right there. Then the lien is $18, and as you can see on the table, no tax, so you can just add it on. Okay, now she's got to pay, she's buying used privately, so no GST, but she has to pay PST on the book value or the purchase price. Well, in this case, the book value is higher, so she has to pay PST on the book value. So off to the side, I'll go 13,500 times 0.08 for 8%, that's PST. So 13,500 times 0.08 is $1,080. So I'll add that on. Whoops. I'll try to add that on. Let's try that again. $1,080. That's the PST for buying used. And then a safety check for $40. A safety has no PST, but it does have GST. So I'm going to add the $40 for the safety check. And then I have to figure out the GST on $40. So that's times 0.05. GST is 5%. So 40 times 0.05 is $2. Boop. So we've got the cost of the car, the lien, the PST on the book value, the safety, and the tax, the GST on the safety. And you add that all together. So we got 12,000 plus 18 plus 1,080 plus 40 plus 2 And in total, this car is going to cost her $13,140. That can get tricky, so this table helps. We don't know for sure if this table is going to be included on future exams, so if you have room on your resource sheet, you might want to make a little table like that. You could probably shrink it up somehow a little bit, but a table like that might help you out. Thanks for watching the video.